afternoon, everyone. We're about to drive to the end of the world. Or rather, at least I call it the end of the world. It's obviously not the end of the world, but in geographic terms, it sort of kind of is. Okay, so where am I now? I am heading due east on Texas Highway 4. Sometimes called Boca Chica Highway. Named so because it leads all the way to Boca Chica Beach. I just left the Brownsville city limits, and seriously, the countryside to the east of Brownsville is absolutely wonderful. It's literally one of the few places in North America where one can find a legit coastal prairie. And if you look to the left, you will see the highest point in all of Brownsville. It's an 11-story tall hill known as the Brownsville Landfill. But hey, really, this is one of my favorite spots in the entire Rio Grande Valley. Probably because it's so untouched by man. There are actually a few people living out here. The people living out here are more than likely retired people that just want to get away from it all. They just want to relax in a quiet environment. I know, it seems like a nice place to spend the rest of one's life. I also think of it as very special because there's a lot of wildlife out here. You know, I love nature, I love to explore. It was a good year in terms of rain, so the plants look surprisingly green. I mean, they're always green, but typically they're like a dull shade. I don't know, I like it when it rains because it really doesn't rain a whole lot often in South Texas. But hey, when it happens, everybody posts Facebook statuses about it, tweets saying how it's raining, OMG. I don't know, I guess since the weather is so fucking monotonous, the slightest change just sparks social media outrage. I should have brought snacks. Okay, this is Palmito Hill Road. I'm not completely sure how the story goes, but many years ago, during the 19th century, this is where the last battle of the Civil War was fought, in this area. Last time I drove through here, there was a fucking rattlesnake crossing the road. It was easily 6-7 feet long. I just had to stop and take pictures of the thing, because seriously, that monstrosity was sexy. Alright, let's stop here for a bit. Let's see what we could find. Look at all the fucking prickly pears. Well, not a lot of wildlife today, well, at least here, but I did take some pictures of the cacti and shit. As I always say, there's always something for there to take a picture of. There's always something. I don't know, but maybe it's because it's a little windy today. Maybe it has to do with it, because birds typically like to come out when it isn't windy. Duh. I was trying to find an opposite of the word. Sucks though, because I really wanted to see a rattlesnake again. those things are awesome. They're scary as balls, but that's what makes them awesome. It's a random happy face. Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of it. Chica Village welcomes you. Let's check it out. I like to be welcomed. Watch for children. What a nice, secluded little place. Now, a lot of people would think that these are very odd-shaped trees, but actually, that is the flowering stem of the agave cactus right there. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty fucking huge. After it does that, after it spreads its seeds, it dies. So we are literally seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that one's already dying, that one right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agave cactuses just spreading out that fuck ton of flowers right there just before death. Oh dear, that one's already snapped in half. Okay, we're about to approach the beach. Okay, the 4x4 has just been turned on and it seems like we've got a sort of smooth sailing ahead. I hope. No, there will. Gotta be optimists. Okay, so I have a very limited knowledge on beach driving. From what I do know, here's a couple tips. If you're gonna drive on soft sand, Be extremely careful and only use a 4x4 vehicle. Otherwise, it's best to drive on the harder sand closer to the shore, especially when it's on low tide. Also, unlike mud, it's a practical idea to drive where other cars have been through, so it wouldn't be as stressful for your vehicle. Also, super pro tip, make sure that you give your car a good car wash after finishing, because salt and metal, not a good mix. Do it and your car will love you. Oh, by the way, my FJ Cruiser's named Rhiannon. Yeah, like the Fleetwood Mac song. Oh shit, lots of shells, lots of shells. Oh, here it is, the end of the world, as I like to call it. This right here is the Rio Grande, and that over there, that lighthouse and those cars are in Mexico. Right here, it's a very popular spot for fishing because here you get both the fresh water and the salt water, I think. Or at least it makes sense. We've got quite a few fishermen over here. And we've got quite a few who have braved it all the way over there amongst all the litter and trash and shit. Alright, so right now it's probably a good time to talk about a very controversial local issue centering on Boca Chica Beach. Personally, I'm against it, but apparently this has already been decided, so well, there's no point in worrying about something that's out of my control, right? So anyways, there's this private company called SpaceX. It's like a privatized version of NASA. God damn this water. I hate getting wet. The majority of people want SpaceX here because it will create a lot of jobs and it will make the region interesting, because, you know, we're gonna see rocket launches frequently, blah blah blah, not to mention revenue from tourism and whatnot. Now the argument against it is that, well, like I showed you before, there are fucking people living out here, most of which are retired, and obviously these rockets are fucking loud. Just as cars and salt water don't mix, old people and loud noises don't mix as well. And besides, like you guys saw while driving here, like what makes this area special is that it's so untouched by humanity, and the parts that are, there are people who actually appreciate that. In terms of the environment, this area right here is like a breed of its own. You've got a coastal prairie. So you get wildlife from the coast, you get wildlife from grasslands, you get wildlife from everywhere. Like right here, it's like its own little island, I guess you could say, of unique flora and fauna. And coastal prairies are the preferred home of the endangered ocelot. Yeah, did you guys know that ocelots actually live in the United States? However, they are limited to a population of about 50 individuals right here in South Texas. God damn it, I am fucking hungry. Yeah, so people have been, you know, complaining how SpaceX would kill the ocelot, blah 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 blah. I believe this swordfish just got pwned. Oh shit, water. Also, I just thought of a new pro tip. When you're on the beach and when you're driving and there's a stick or a chunk of wood pointing right up, fucking avoid it. Because, I mean, there is a good chance, well not good, maybe slight. There's a slight chance that it might as well be a fucking tree that was washed up on shore ages ago and covered up by fuck tons of sand. And I don't know, one car versus one tree firmly buried in the sand. I don't know, you decide who the winner is. Okay, I just saw a shark. I just saw a shark somewhere. Where'd it go? There's a shark! Shark!
shark, everybody! It's a shark!
Alright, right now we are on the jetties.
Those are the South Padre Island jetties. And check it out over there. That was a shrimping boat. Hello, Mr. Pelican.
There's fucking dolphins over here. Well, here we are, the end of the jetties.
Motherfucker.
Getting any closer would risk a very soggy aftermath. Alright guys, time to head home. Let's see if we find something interesting along the way. Up ahead seems to be a private property, so we have to go back.
Now this guy has land. What's it say? Massey's. Oh, it's a shooting range. Huh, cool. Alright, time to go. Holy shit. Look at all the prickly pears. God damn it, I've never seen so many.
Well, there you go, kiddos. Boca Chica Beach. Well, today wasn't exactly the best day for photographs per se. I say that the best times to visit are during the winter time. Like there you see a lot of migrating shorebirds, sandpipers, sanderlings, you know, stuff like that. Dunlins. Yeah, because all that's left are the boring year-round birds like seagulls and terns and pelicans. I mean, don't take me wrong, they're still wonderful birds, but you know, I'd rather see the year-round birds with the migrating birds, you know? And besides, for some stupid reason today, they just weren't showing that often. Well, right now I'm gonna give Rhiannon a bath because she really needs it right now. But hey, all in all, I mean, it was a great day. I mean, I really needed the me time, and hey, I got it. Alright, kiddos, take care and kick ass.